Anaximenes of Miletus. Born about 586 BC, presumably in Miletus, Anaximenes was a pre-Socratic taught by Anaximander, who had been the student of Thales. It was this trio who made up the so-called Milesian school. Material monists, they shared the belief that everything was composed of a single element. Anaximenes believed that this arche, the underlying element of the world, was air, that is, air, vapor, or mist. Unlike Thales, Anaximenes theorized that things retained properties of the apeiron, the ambiguous substance of infinity, but could assume a tangible state capable of creating other things through two processes, condensation and rarefaction. Like the apeiron, air was infinite. He also brought material monism to a more empirical level by associating hot and dry and cold and wet states with the density of a material. Anaximenes' emphasis on changing forms rather than new acts of creation simultaneously brought cosmology a step closer to the modern view, even as it may have been influenced by Plato. As a cosmologist, Anaximenes held that air coagulated, or felted, to create the Earth, a flat disk, which behaved like a leaf floating in the wind. While the Earth and Sun were bodies, stars were the ignited product of air exhaled from the Earth. The Sun, although also a flame, was composed of Earth, as was the Moon. The moon of the Sun and other heavenly bodies was likened to a cup turning around upon the head that wears it. Unfortunately, nothing of Anaximenes' writing survives, but his fundamental contribution to philosophy and science, conveyed by others, is his emphasis on the changing forms of underlying matter. This contributed to a movement away from the mythological explanations of Genesis and cosmology and toward a view more closely resembling that of natural philosophy or science. Anaximenes is believed to have died about 526 BC.
Are you a philosophy student, or just have a general interest in philosophy? Since ancient times, brilliant philosophical teachings and dialogues taught by great luminous minds have deeply elevated the way we think and live. The Complete Philosophy Primer is a comprehensive, organized, easy-to-read, and all-encompassing guide specifically written for students in their first college-level philosophy course, as well as anyone with an interest in philosophy. With this jam-packed philosophical guide, you will optimize your knowledge in philosophy, logic, ethics, its history, and branches. Learn philosophical concepts, term definitions, and biographies. Find lists of essential books, films, blogs, websites, and other resources. Improve your writing skills. Learn how to argue effectively. And most of all, learn how to be a better student. Order your copy today to philosophize your mind and illuminate your wisdom.